Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you could turn on animations on your website. So the first thing we're going to do on our demo website right here is click on design. It's going to be a little bit easier than you think if you haven't found it yet, but we'll click on site styles. And when I go in here, there's this tab here for animations. Now, how animations work is it's a bit limited, but not the worst thing. So whatever you choose works against your whole site. And so in this case, if I choose scale, you'll see everything starts to move according to that. So as I scroll, you'll see specific pieces of content are like static, and then some stuff starts to show up. I think for the blog, this is perfect. It like shows up as you go, which is really cool. Some stuff is like already there sometimes. So let me do that again so you can see it. Let's do it with fade. So in this case, it fades into place as you scroll. As you can see, the form was there prior to like this. So it doesn't like fade in, or this one slide. It doesn't slide in the form, but it slides in the button. Slides in the button. The title here was here, like already here. Cool. So as you can see, some stuff does, some stuff doesn't. But you don't really have control of this. So this does everything. And the one thing that's like important here is like, let's see, let's go back to the top. You'll see like if I use flex, it actually changes how the button looks. So if I go to clip, the button design changes. Do you see that? So there's not a lot of controls here right now. Maybe in the future there will be, but if you choose flex, it works across your whole site. In my personal opinion, this kind of becomes a little redundant or a little bit too much, especially for that new user who's on your site. They scroll to a section, and if they don't know where to stop, sometimes they'll get to a part and it looks like it's blank, but it's actually because they just need to scroll a little bit further for the content to show up. So as of right now, it looks good, but I would just pay attention to that. If it slows down your user process, that's not the best. Here you could choose the speed. So slow, perfect, cool. Let me go back to the top and try another one. Let's do fade. So you can see how slow that was, and let's do fade fast. It's a lot quicker. So it just comes in quicker, which is nice actually. So it doesn't feel like it takes so long. That's a nice feel, depending on what you're going for. But you do not have control on what does and doesn't. It's just basically pre-built. Now, what you do have control of is, let's just say I do none for sake of example. And let me go back into the editor here. So I'll go close, and then I'm going to go into the editor of the page here. Well, if I click on the image itself, so for images, you could do this. You could see here, if I click on design, now, one thing they do offer, it's a little bit of a workaround, or it's just a very odd case. It doesn't really, I don't know if it'll last. But I created a section that was basically, let me show you here. If you scroll to the bottom and hit add blank for a classic editor and choose that. So I'm using blocks as the old editor. It says upgrade here. Okay, if I go to that, and this is an image block here. If I click on the little pencil and I go to design, well, it gives me control on how to adjust the animation for this specific image. So if I want it to tilt up or focus in or collide or whatever that is, let me add an image in for you so you can see that. Let me add this one, hit add. Perfect. So it's uploading now. And then once it's there, okay, cool. It's there. If I do vertical clip, there we go. Okay. So if I choose vertical clip, you'll see it'll do that effect specifically for that one image, which is awesome. Like, looks really cool. There's a lot that can happen. So let's just do horizontal clip. Beautiful. And then for now, I'm actually just going to drag this over here so it doesn't take up the whole screen. And then for a sec, let me put header. Perfect. Cool. Beautiful. Save. Good to go. Cool. So you'll see here that we have this like base animation that we set originally, and then right here we have the image animation that was specific for that image. So I don't know what that will look like in the future, but if you're using the classic editor, you'll still be able to add that in as of now. Friends, if you got value from today's video, hit that like button. When you hit the like button, it tells me that you got value from today's content. It tells the YouTube algorithm some fancy, important, critical information, but it tells me you got value from today's content. Next, if you want more resources for your site on Squarespace, anything from SEO to blogging, check out the links below. We have so many resources on our website, and we're publishing new resources each and every month. So we have plugins, we have downloadables, we have free downloadables, we have blog posts, we have a ton of content, we have a ton of services, a ton of great things for you. Finally, if you want more content just like this, consider subscribing. We publish 3 new videos a week. My mind is blown that we're publishing 3 videos a week. It is a lot of content, but we're doing it for you. So 3 videos a week. If you want more, consider subscribing, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.